I think starting behind like you are on an actual podcast.
Yeah. Oh, do you want me to get a mic?
Do you have, if you have one accessible.
Yeah.
All right, this is future Nick here with some quick context before we keep going. So in this video, I'm gonna show you our entire filming process from start to finish. And I want you to keep in mind, the filming is just a tiny piece of the bigger system that we're actually building. And this is what it looks like when we build a full client acquisition system using video content. This is in real time with one of our actual clients. This is how we turn simple videos into a full sales pipeline that attracts the right clients and brings them directly to you. So as you're watching this, I really want you to try not to focus so much on the cameras or the lighting, but I really want you to pay attention to how decisions are getting made in real time. Like how we're really diving deep and thinking through the messaging, the positioning, and the structure of what we're filming. Because at the end of the day, that's what ultimately determines whether content brings in the right clients or just sits there and looks cool. So I'm gonna stop talking now. Let's get into the video.
Typically, I mean, unless you're doing what you do, it's never gonna be apples to apples in terms of a return. So like, no matter what a client says, what I've learned over the last few years is that even if they're like brand awareness is the expectation, the unspoken expectation is that they're gonna make a ton of money from a podcast.
Right.
And then 6 months from now, they're gonna be like, Rich, what's up? So like, only the people who have disposable income are the ones that we have a lot of success with, because like they have the patience and they know that return's going to be outsized.
Yeah.
But generally, man, like that's why I'm like, I got to stop working with founders.
Yeah.
You know, like I would say small to medium sized founders, because dude, their content's the easiest thing to kill. You know, be like, no, man, like, where's my money? I'm like, wait a second, this was brand awareness. I'm like, what do you think? You're going to get a $20,000 deal on Spotify?
Yeah.
Like you've been doing this. If you started a new YouTube channel, would that work then?
Yeah.
So anyway.
Expectations, that's tricky though.
Now for corporate, it's different, man. Like I'm just like, let's work that, because I think they have the budget. We could get them a lot more wins quicker, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I like that approach though, because like you said, if you set the expectation in their mind, they're not expecting right out the gate a home run. They're like, oh, well, let's do it for the long run. Let's do it right?
Yeah.
Build it out.
I try and talk them out of it.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
Dude,
that actually
I think that's
works.
very respectful. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm like, are you sure? I was like, everything is working against you.
Yeah.
And they're just, so some people are like, bet, like, let's do it. And others are like, thanks, man. You just saved me a ton of time. I'm like, bye.
Yeah, later.
They'll still have a positive association, right? So that's how I look at it.
Did you learn that from somebody, or that's just how you prefer to operate?
No, I just like started saying no to people in the last few months because I knew I wanted to start focusing on corporate. Yeah. And I was just like, dude, I don't want to work with you. This seems like a good opportunity, but like,
it's not worth it.
I already know what's down the road.
Yeah.
I'm like, forget it, man. Like, it's just tough.
Yeah.
So our LTV is actually really, I don't know if that was on the onboarding form, but like, I would say we average over 24 months, but after a few of them that were like 6 months or less, I was like, no.
Yeah, it's not.
This ain't gonna work.
Man, wow.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm done with this.
It's nice to know those numbers though, at least, right? And just see it. It'll be a lot better for you, it seems like, too, right?
Yeah. The ones who stay long are just generally really, really good people.
Now, this part matters more than most people realize, because before we even record anything, we're aligning on who this service is actually for. And just as important, who it's not for. If that's off, no amount of cool video content is going to fix that.
I think corporate, especially lower end Fortune 500, are starting to see that is a way to relevancy.
Yeah.
But for me, what really perks people's ears up is client acquisition for sure. So that's one. The other one I would say is obviously brand awareness. Yeah. Like if you want to establish trust, and you guys know this, but like if you want to establish trust, like, you know, how much time does it require? Well, that's an easy way, is like an hour in front of someone, like you're gonna establish trust with an audience, with the person, whatever. And then lastly, I would say brand repair. So that's kind of like what the conversation is like. They do care about vanity metrics. Yeah. And I'm not that guy, but I will serve those people.
I was gonna say, right, it's kind of nice for you, because you know that's pretty simple to do.
So yeah, man, so like that's kind of how it goes, I would say. Yeah. But they're just like, they're pretty lost. And it's a collateral duty for someone. Yeah,
okay, so that's what I wanted to hear, was that terminology, right? Like if you're having that conversation with someone, you want to be kind of saying the words that they're already saying. Yeah. And yeah, client acquisition, brand awareness, all those things are at the forefront.
Sales cycle is a big one. I think that makes people's ears perk up a lot. Yeah. So like, I could shorten the sales cycle, and I think one of your scripts nailed it pretty well, is like
speeding that
ghosting or wire cold DMs or calls are getting ghosted.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, like no one's gonna ghost you on a podcast.
I mean,
because
right?
you're like
They're
a king.
showing up
You're a
and they're not.
kingmaker. You're saying you're coming onto my platform because
Yeah.
I think you'd be good in front of my audience. Last month we got 10,000 downloads.
Yeah.
You know, off a couple episodes. Like, I'd love for you to be in front of my audience, Nick. You're gonna be like, yeah,
That's so powerful, right? When you say it like that.
yeah.
You're just
gonna be
laying
like,
out the
yeah.
facts to them, right? Hey, I just want to present this to you. Do with this information what you'd like, but that's just the facts.
But if you call him and you're like, hey man, you got a minute? Click.
Yep, gone.
Because your rep's like an idiot and
Yeah.
he doesn't know how to follow up and talk. So yeah.
Yeah, that's good, man. You got a lot of knowledge. Well, hey, look, I'll mic you up here, man. If you just want
Let's
to
do
toss that on the shirt, you can clip this. Obviously, you know the drill.
Yeah.
Whatever's comfortable for you. Well, always one thing I try to remember is just, like, really believe it. You
Yeah.
know? Of course, you know this. You probably don't even need to hear
Conviction-based
that,
content,
but that's
man.
it, man. At the end of the day, is like if you believe it, people will smell it before they even hear what you say.
Yeah.
So we can practice too. If you want me to feed it to you a couple times and kind of say it in the way where you would want to say it.
Yeah. Go ahead, please.
So right here, I want you to understand that we're not just trying to sound smart. We're trying to sound familiar. Because if the messaging doesn't match how your buyer already thinks, it's never gonna land with them, no matter how good looking the content is.
So to simplify that, I would say, look, if you think this, then you're missing out on this thing. Like
Okay.
understanding that in my mind is like, okay, I'm just telling them, if you miss this, or if you think this way, you're missing out on this big opportunity. So
Okay.
that's like in my tone. I'm like, man, if you think podcasting is just content marketing, you're missing that biggest client acquisition play of the next decade.
All right. I'm gonna
Man,
mess it up, dude.
it's
I
like you're
already
missing
know.
out. Oh yeah, we'll just
I
get
already
some
know.
reps in.
So,
We'll get some reps in when he's ready
sorry,
here.
going and
Yeah,
you're
you're good.
totally fine. You're giving me. You're missing the biggest client acquisition play of the decade.
This guy's gonna be fine, man. You're gonna be fine. You got it.
Let me know if I should go.
All right, I'm good whenever you guys are.
Okay.
Yeah, if you think.
If you think podcasting is just content marketing, you are missing the biggest client acquisition play of the decade.
Yeah, that was solid.
Okay, I could do
That was
another
the
if
first
you
take
need.
solid. Let's give it a watch. I think that sounded good. I think that's good already. Let's do one where we're kind of punching in a little. I would say like more straight on. Yeah, I would do that. Just walk it. Oh, I was saying even just like walk it handheld. Or
Yeah, I was gonna walk-
If you use that, if that
I'm gonna
helps
hand it. Yeah,
Okay,
you
good.
guys want.
I like that. You want
So I
an
do
option?
think kind of like the whole picture, the fourth wall is like totally okay. If it's up to you guys because they'll
Do
be
you,
like,
do you like
this-
that? Because I think it looks cool.
Totally up
It
to you
feels
guys.
more authentic to me.
Yeah, I
It
think
feels
they'll be
less
like,
staged to me.
they'll be like, whoa.
When people can really see like, oh wow, it's just like it's a really cool studio built.
Yeah. Yeah, so they'll be like, this is legit.
And honestly, however you would naturally word that. I
Yeah.
think I always get tied to the words like, oh, I gotta say specifically what it says, but it's like, as long as you're getting the message across.
Yeah.
Getting their attention. I'm, hey, look, if you think
Yeah,
this
I might
way,
say
you're
next few
missing out.
years because I'm just weird like that. I'm
Yeah,
like, we're
the next few
we're
years.
6 months into the decade.
Yeah.
Not like a clean decade. You know, I'll see. I'll do
More
both.
natural, yeah.
I have a couple people, like no matter how perfect they eventually deliver their lines, they're like,
Yeah,
that
I'll probably come
sucks.
straight on too. How are you? Just
Yep,
straight,
I'm-
a wide
yeah.
punch.
Getting the light right.
Very slow, subtle. Yeah, let's see how much is that as wide as it goes.
No,
With that lens.
no, it's not. Sorry.
Oh yeah, dude, I would just rip it wide. In the
Okay.
full frame.
From straight on.
Yeah, I would just do a very slow punching forward, I'd say. Just
Okay, we
how
can
he's
now
doing.
see that this cord is not
Slow,
connected or
slow, slow.
anything.
I'll just pull
Okay.
it back.
We want to just pull it.
Yeah.
Bring it off camera. There we go. Yeah, let's do that. I'd say as he's saying it, just like you could just rock, probably.
Yep.
Just very slow.
I'm putting the line here just
Yeah, you're fine.
reference it. I'm just gonna the biggest client acquisition play right now.
Right now.
So like it's like so it creates a little scarcity.
Yeah, like that's
If
recent.
you know what I'm saying, like if it's a decade, they might think like I got
I got
time.
time.
So yeah.
So if you think podcasting is just content marketing, you're missing the biggest client acquisition play right now. Yeah, we'll take a couple takes if you need to too, so no pressure on this one.
I'll sit back here.
No pressure.
Let me know.
I'm ready.
Okay. If you think podcasting is just content marketing, you are missing the biggest client acquisition play right now.
So the mistake I see most business owners making right now is thinking they have a lead problem. But more often than not, what they actually have is a conversation problem. That's why everything that we're building here is designed to create fewer conversations just with the right qualified people.
The next line we're talking about, if you're a B2B founder or executive who's built a strong offer, but your pipeline isn't filled with the right conversations. Does that seem relevant as a pain point? Like if your pipeline isn't filled with the right conversations, or would you word that, that's basically the pain point.
The pain point I think is that the pipeline has unpredictable.
Isn't predictable.
Well, no, like that's my problem, but I think
Yeah.
the pipeline has unpredictable consumers. Meaning, so it's like if I'm talking to the VP of sales I got my guy in front of me. Do you know what I'm saying? Versus I'm just like putting out random content. Like I don't know who I'm going to attract. Like, am I truly going to attract the next big deal? So, but I think, say what you said again. So if you're a B2B executive or founder.
Yep, who's built a strong offer, but your pipeline isn't filled with the right conversations.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Is that
Yeah.
casual? Would you talk like that? Would you say it's not filled with, your pipeline isn't filled with the right conversations?
Yeah, I could do something like that.
I just want to make sure it sounds relevant. As long as that sounds relevant, we'll keep that wording. And let's say like something that represents like pipeline or having the right conversation. So whether it's you at the computer, like you're emailing or like texting on your phone, something
Yeah.
like that. I would say like a desk office type setting.
Yeah. It's a
To help paint that picture. And I'm going to text you
Okay.
these lines too, so you have it. Good so far, you think?
Yep. Probably one or the other.
If you're a B2B founder,
Yeah, but we do got to say B2B. I normally wouldn't say that, but it's like I want to be super
Yeah, to make
specific.
sure
I want
they
people to
know.
disqualify themselves immediately.
that's the best.
So,
When
yeah,
you use
you know,
content
like-
to disqualify people, but
Yeah,
just try
dude.
to bring the right ones.
100%.
Just disqualify the wrong ones. And this could be nonchalant, even like you're kind of writing something and maybe you look up at the end.
100%.
Yeah, like they just feel like they're maybe in a room and you're working on your busy pipeline because you have the solution.
If you're a B2B executive with a strong offer, chances are your pipeline is still getting filled with the wrong conversations.
Yeah, that was perfect. Dude, that was really good.
Like that.
You want to watch it real quick?
Yes, check
Yeah, it
out
sounded
the
great.
cake.
The delivery's there, man. Dude, yeah, nice work with that. That looks good. I know you don't
One more,
want
you
to see
guys
it, but it
don't
looks good. Yeah, we can hit one more. Yeah, I like that.
Like this.
Yeah, as much as possible. I know this is nitpicky. If you can get like close to his eye level,
Okay.
just so again, like people.
Eye
feel
level's
like
by level, man.
Yeah, see, that's it. Come on, man.
Victor with all the phrases.
This guy knows the industry, man.
Just appropriating. I'm gonna try and be a little bit more conversational instead of
Yeah.
like I'm trying to really put
I
it
like
in
that
your
because in the
face.
hook, as long as we have it in the hook, if
Yeah.
it helps with continuity, I'll just say what we said right before that, and you'll pick up right from here. Is if you think podcasting is just content marketing, you're missing the biggest client acquisition play right now. So if you're a B2B founder who's built a strong offer, and then just go from there.
Okay. I'm good, so I'll go. So if you're a B2B executive and you have a strong offer, chances are you're still probably filling the pipeline with the wrong conversations.
I like that. Yeah, that sounds better.
So yeah, and you guys
More
pick,
more
man.
casual, yeah. It's good to have options though, because I like we can do multiple directly with decision makers who can move the needle. I know that's wordy, so it's really
Yeah.
if you
I
wanna
don't. Yeah. I
modify.
don't really know what that means. Almost.
Exactly, it is a little wordy.
Say it
So
again.
how do we just say that in English? At Unfiltered, we position you inside strategic, relationship-driven conversations, which is basically just a fancy way to say like
So at
podcasts.
Unfiltered, we're going to place you in strategic conversations that you need to be having for
Yeah.
business or something like that.
Does that appeal? I'm trying to think. Is that going to appeal? Like, do they want to hear that fancy wording, or do they just want to hear like a simple? Hey, we're going to put you in
It
podcast.
depends, man, because like executives, like I don't know, I was talking to a CMO yesterday and she started hitting me with like all this nonsense. I'm like,
Is that their language?
No, like I'm just saying, I'm like, what do you want this content to do?
Yeah.
Like, what do you want someone to feel when they watch this? And she was like talking like a CMO, and I was like, you don't need to be on this call next time.
Oh,
Like, you know, it's
wow.
just kind of like boring. It just shows that they're kind of detached. So it depends.
So if I'm thinking, what's going to hit them? Like when they hear that, they're like, oh, that's me. That's what. Do we want to say the buzzwords that they want to hear, or do we want to just say in a way where it actually gets through to them, they understand it?
So I think it always revolves around. So I just mentioned the wrong conversations.
Yeah.
So I would say probably something like at Unfilter, you'll have the right conversations with qualified buyers or something like that.
There we
You'll
go.
have the right conversations with qualified whatever.
Prospects.
Yeah. On a call they're never going to give you. You know, like I don't know,
Yeah, we
something like
position
that.
you inside the right conversations.
Yeah. Because I just said wrong, so obviously we have the paradox that it would be right
Yeah.
is next.
I like. Yeah, it's congruent.
I'm trying to think of what we would do next. Like Unfilters there.
Oh, to kind of show, yeah.
I'm trying to
through
think.
the murals.
Was
Dude,
me
this is
either
sick.
here or
How sick is that, too? We got options basically. Man.
So if you take one thing away from this video, please let it be this. This is the shift. We don't treat content like media. We treat it like an infrastructure, something that makes trust inevitable before a sales conversation ever happens.
at Unfilter, we're going to make sure you have the right conversations
And then what's the benefit of that? So it's like, here's
The benefit
thing
is
you're
you
gonna get.
you crush the sales cycle.
There we go. Yep.
You know what I'm
big
saying?
Benefit. Big
That's
benefit.
that's music to their ears.
Yeah. Perfect.
They're like,
Yeah. Here's
we're
the
gonna
thing
have the
you're
right
gonna get.
conversations. We're gonna dramatically, shorten your sales cycle.
Perfect. Perfect.
Something like that.
Yep.
Read that again. What we've come up with now.
Adam Filter, we position you inside the right conversations directly with decision makers who can move the needle.
Do you want to re-emphasize that the positioning is by creating a podcast? Because I heard you explain it earlier.
We position you inside of.
I heard you explain it earlier, so I
Strategic
understand
conversations
Oh,
with a
yeah.
podcast or
it. We use
right
podcasts.
conversations.
Yeah.
At Unfilter, you're going to use a podcast to have the right conversations and
Yeah.
shorten your sales cycle.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's-
just capture that, please. That's good.
Yeah.
Good call. Oh, yeah, this is my YouTube channel. Not my YouTube. This is my
Let's go.
profile because my daughter is always watching crap.
What she watching? Man, she watching
Just
TikTok.
ridiculous.
Food,
Audition
Mr.
tapes for
Beast.
Stranger Things.
Oh, nice. I think she's watching cool stuff, man.
God.
Mr. Beast.
I can do anything you want.
I'll think just wide again, big wide to try to get those letters in, even if it is a symmetrical
it's really
kind of punch
wide,
in.
though. Like it'll be tough. Plus this cable's always.
I think that's good.
Right?
Yeah. You want him to walk at you, maybe? Step towards you.
Return this.
You can do anything you want, man. So yeah, you can move that.
Yeah, I was gonna kind of frame it to be more like.
Angled?
Yeah, because I want to keep this cord out of it too.
Okay.
So like this would be the edge of the frame, like right here.
It could be natural. That's the thing. I don't want it to feel like you're performing for the camera. It's more so like the camera's just watching you. Like you're in the process of doing something. You're busy. You're, hey, I just finished up at the desk. I'm walking over to come this way. Something like.
Yeah.
And the camera just happens to be on you. Versus like, all right, start rolling, Bradley. I'm gonna say my line. It's like, dude, I was already doing this. The camera's
Yeah.
just kind of picking up what I'm doing.
I think I can do something like this. I kind of like walk into it a little bit. So if you want to, so at Unfilter, we're going to make sure you have the right, we're going to use a podcast to make sure you have the right conversations to shorten your sales cycle.
Yeah, something along
Let
those
me try and
lines.
just keep that in my head while I got it.
Yeah, however it would naturally come to you.
At Unfilter, we're going to use a podcast to make sure you have the right conversations that's going to shorten your sales cycle. Do it again.
Yep.
I'll do 3 of these. All
Yeah,
right.
that was good. That was a good first take.
At Unfilter, we're going to use a podcast to make sure you have the right conversations, and that's going to shorten your sales cycle. Cool.
I like how direct the language is. Like anybody can understand that. Versus like
Hopefully.
strategically driven.
Yeah, I was gonna say the first time we read that, I was like,
But that's what I'm wondering. Like, does that appeal to his demographic? That was kind of the dilemma. It's like, do they want to hear that, or do they just want to hear English that they can understand?
So I talked to a VP of sales at this company called, where they're like a multi-billion-dollar company, and this dude is like, here's a framework you're gonna have, but he made it really clear to me. He's like, your first conversation is never just gonna be the CMO.
Oh, directly.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta get
So
in the
this is, so a CMO might see this, but someone who works for the CMO might see
We'll
it.
show it to him.
And the gouge, we call it gouge in the Marines. The gouge, the scoop is basically everyone's looking to level up at their role. So like you want to be the
It's in
person
their
who
best
kind of
interest.
brings it. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, hey,
Yeah.
why don't we have a podcast? And then the CMO is like, eventually I talk to them. And then they're
Yeah.
like, okay. And then the CEO is like, yeah, let's do it.
How crazy is that you realize in order to get to the CMO, you can just get to like a lower level person and speak their language
Yeah.
and really like kind of not dumb it down, but just
Yeah.
make it easy for them to
It has to
understand.
be simple.
And then they'll go pass it up the chain.
Yeah. It's
That's how you
really
get in. You don't go
interesting,
for like the top. You just go for the low hanging fruit
Yeah.
and get your leg in.
I mean, dude, I'll take if there's someone in the C-suite I could talk to
Yeah,
right away.
directly.
Of course, let's do it.
Directly.
Yeah. Okay.
Did we have to do one more of those or we had it?
no, we got it.
Oh, perfect.
We got that one.
Great experience. They're gonna be
They're
like,
coming to you.
they'll be like, this is exactly what happens. They're like, dude, like we should talk after this. Like we could
Yeah.
probably get you some business.
Spot on.
Like
right?
literally,
Spot
like
on.
that's literally how it goes. So it's not formal.
Speaks for itself.
So you don't have to pitch.
Nope.
So
Speaks for yourself.
yeah,
Like,
how
that's-
do you?
So what is their limiting belief? This one says not guest appearances, but like what's that thing that they think like, oh, podcasts are just like this or they're just like that. And then we want to position as it's not that, right? This is actually building trust at the highest level before you even think about making a pitch. So like we want to shatter whatever that limiting belief is that they have right now.
So a very big limiting belief is that everyone has a podcast.
There you go.
So
It's too
they're gonna
competitive.
just be afraid that it's like a podcast just to have a podcast.
Yep.
And I want to have the kind of slightly controversial take that is like, dude, use it for sales. Like, just
yeah,
freaking do
don't
it.
think about
like,
it like that. Yeah.
Just use it. Like, who
That's
cares?
so real for us too. It's very relevant to
Come
us.
on, like, who cares? It's like,
It's not about that.
is.
It's not about guest appearances. It's not about this thing that you may believe. It's about this. It's about building trust at the highest level.
Let me try and riff it.
Yeah, this is a trick.
For a
We're
second.
dissecting this one, which I think
you
is
don't
good.
even need to be recording, but let me.
I think it's good that we're thinking like this.
This isn't about having a podcast just to have a podcast. This is about having a strategy and a system to get in front of the decision makers who are going to buy from you. No, I don't like that. System.
You're on the right track
To-
though,
to-
about having a system to, and then what's the outcome that they get? To get access
To the people who you would normally pitch. No.
Mhm.
Because I want to flip that and be like, they're going to pitch to you.
Yeah, right. We're flipping the script. I like that too because you're reframing the way people think then. Because everyone thinks from the other side.
100%.
Like, oh, I got to pitch. It's like, well, dude, don't even think like that. Like, people pitch me.
It's not about having a podcast just to have the podcast. This is about a system that kills the numbers games and makes sure you have conversations with the decision makers who are going to want to buy from you.
Let's get the camera.
You
You got it, man. You got it. It'll come. It's gonna come to you. Let's start getting a couple reps, and it'll come to you. We'll just keep molding it. I'll try to spot you. Watch your ankles on this stuff too. There you go. Good call.
I'm interested to see how long it'll be in the end. So this will be the longest stretch.
Yep. Yep.
This is where people could be like, I'm out, but I gotta make it.
And then we'll hit call to action right after that.
Okay, here we go. So this isn't about a podcast just to have a podcast. This is a system that is going to just kill the numbers game, where you could have conversations with decision makers who are going to be ready to buy from you with you not even having to pitch.
How do you feel about that?
Something's off there.
I like the forward. I like the lean in. What do you think about an option where you're kind of casual? Like you almost sit down and you're just relaxed and you're like kind of nonchalant.
Yeah.
You're kind of like, well, hey guys, look, you're just presenting them like the facts versus like, hey, this is the thing, you got to hear it. It's like, well, yeah, well, you know, it's not about a podcast for podcast's sake. It's you're confident, right? You're like, man, I'm not stressed. I'm just relaxed. Look at me.
Yeah. It's not about a podcast for podcast's sake. This is about a system that eliminates the numbers game and puts you in conversations with decision makers who are going to be ready to buy from you, and you're going to realize you didn't even pitch. Something like that.
Good with the words there. What'd you think, Riley? Dude, yeah, that was really good at the end.
That was a good take.
This is where if you're ready to engineer the kind of deal flow that doesn't rely on cold outreach, which we can reword that. If you're ready to benefit or outcome that doesn't rely on old approach or current approach.
If you're ready for deal flow, that doesn't rely on an old approach.
Yeah, an old approach.
That's it, I think. And then what do I say?
Follow me here on Instagram.
Okay.
I'll show you how we're doing it for clients just like you.
Yeah. So you guys know.
Yep.
I've ran into him a few times, but his creative director, he's 24. He's a great dude, yeah. So we were just talking yesterday, and he's like, dude, he goes, stop making how-to videos. And I'm like,
That's what he
okay.
did?
Yeah, he's 24, man. He's literally 20 years younger than me. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, and he's just like, just talk about the stuff that you got to be the B2B guy. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yeah, but he's like, no. He's like, you don't have to say their names. He's like, but you could say I work with. He's like, people know.
That's so good. That's
He's
so
like,
good.
people know,
There's
man.
only a few of those out there that people know
exactly.
about. Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
you know, like,
Come on,
he's
right?
like, just slip it in there. But
That's
he
almost
said,
like a subtle shot at them too. Like,
yeah.
right?
So he said I'll never forget it. He says, contrarian but not controversial is what they say.
Ooh.
So if you want more deal flow with less of the old tactics, follow me for more on Instagram.
I like that.
All right.
Easy.
Cool.
How's that look, Bradley? You think good? That was the hardest one, man. The first video is like, once that's out of the way, it's gonna roll. Once the system is right, the content almost becomes secondary. You're not wasting time chasing people's attention anymore. You're engineering your own demand and only letting the right fit people actually make it to you. Relaxed or calm or confident. And this one we can really do just line by line. I can just feed you. Here's the smart shift companies are making. And then I'll just feed
If
you.
you're a
from there.
B2B founder,
You can even gesture, and then if you're more relaxed sitting back, I would start forward and then just kind of relax.
if you're a B2B founder, here is the shift that smart companies are making.
Sell the experience.
Something like
the
that.
benefit of that experience. If the experience is so good, what are the benefits that you get as a result of that?
You're gonna
you get better
retention, better referrals, but obviously those are the tangible things, but it's more of the impact, it sounds like. You get a lasting impression. You get something like that, right? To that effect.
The podcast experience alone is going to leave such a lasting impression that they're already going to be pre-sold on working with you. That doesn't feel natural. I'll do one more.
Yeah, you're getting there.
If that sounds like the type of system you want running in your business, click below for more information.
One more, you think? If that sounds like the kind of system you want running in your business, just click below.
Now, if that sounds like the type of system that you want running in your business, click below for more information.
Yeah, direct. I like that. That was to the point.
Perfect.
That was good. Dude, that was good. I like you. We can do multiple takes. That's good that you just naturally will keep saying it. Because some people will freeze. Like,
You
I think it's
might
good.
like one now and be like, that's not the winner.
Yeah.
I get it.
No, that's really good. How are you feeling so far? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, if you need to break it all, just let us know. All right, these should be more casual, just around pain points. If you want to read that real quick and tell me if anything feels a little off. You probably already noticed.
Oh, this one I liked a lot.
Okay, good.
Uh,
Honestly, if we film it, we have to cut anything, we can cut it afterwards.
That was, I think, my favorite one. So.
Good.
You don't need more content that converts. You need more conversations that convert.
That was good, man. The delivery's getting there. Do you feel good?
Yeah.
I feel like you're warmed up now.
If you're using your podcast to pitch your offer, you're going to get ignored.
Yeah, something along those lines. Okay. Yeah, to that extent.
If you use your podcast to pitch your offer, you're going to get ignored. First thing is treat every guest like a future partner, not a prospect.
Yeah, one more time, I'd say.
Yeah.
First thing, treat every guest like a future partner, not just another prospect.
Okay. First thing is treat every guest like a future partner, not like a prospect.
Perfect. Is that tone okay to end it, you think? Not in the interview.
I can do it again.
Yeah.
What is it again?
The sale happens in the relationship, not the interview.
And the sale happens in the relationship, not in the interview.
There it is. That was perfect, man. This was a good one.
Sweet.
I like that. Yeah, dude, you're doing good. There's only a couple left.
Okay. So don't sleep on the fact that your solo podcast might be killing your pipeline instead of filling it. All right.
Dude, I think we rock with that. That was really good.
All right. The people who are treating these conversations like the Super Bowl are the people who are actually making money with podcasts, not the people who aren't. I don't know if that makes sense.
That's impactful. It is like the intentions behind it, right?
Say it one more time. Not the people who aren't didn't really make sense at the end.
Exactly.
Are the people who are succeeding? You can just leave
Yeah,
it
the
at
people who are
those are the people who are
succeeding
winning.
are the ones.
The people who are treating this like the Super Bowl, like the most important day
Those are the
of their
ones winning.
week. Those are the people that are winning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The people who are treating their interviews like the Super Bowl, like this is the most important part of their entire week, are the ones who are actually closing deals, not the people who are coming in and putting no effort in. Those are the people, by the way, who want to monetize faster than anyone, and they have the fewest opportunities.
Yeah, that's gonna
That was
stick with
perfect.
people, dude. Because when they
Yeah,
hear
that was
that,
perfect.
right, that's gonna filter out the ones that are like, "Oh, I just want to cash grab," and those are not the
Super
clients
true.
you want.
That's really good, man.
Dude, this is the start. Questions, man. Seriously, nice work, man.
Yeah, appreciate
How do you feel?
Good.
Feel good?
Feel real good, man.
Yeah.
All right, so if you watched this all the way through, you probably noticed that we didn't rush anything. We didn't chase trends or hacks or anything like that. We just focused on building a system that makes the right conversations happen consistently. That's what this work actually looks like, and that's who it's for. So if you are a business owner who wants to start filling your pipeline with the right clients, just click the first link down in the description below to book a call with me, and we'll chat to see if this is the right fit for you. And if you're not ready for that yet, just click the video on screen right here to see how to take over your local market in 2026, and I'll see you there. Peace.